Children still facing the same traumas, the same dangers, going through the same experiences as we did 10 years ago. Nothing has changed.
A good editor is like a composer. He brings all the sounds together and make the pictures alive.
If you're doing something and you need it to have a sense of power and a sense of feeling, then the sound really works. So if it's footsteps in an empty corridor, or doors creaking, or car doors slamming, or traffic outside, or thunder or rain, they're very, very important. They tell you what to expect, they tell you how to feel, just as much as pictures do.
As the sound can make the video looks better, so many editors trying to record and add many extra sound as possible to build the atmosphere. Is that right?
The mistake in terms of that is having too much background noise, so you end up drowning out what the thing is that you actually want to get. So you'd end up with the main voice that you want to capture being very indistinct or way off in the background because it's being picked up more on the effects microphones than it is on the main speech microphone.
Martin also agrees with that. If using sound in right way when editing, the video will be more concisely and smoothly.
Say you were filming somebody going to an airport and you didn't want to go through the whole thing of getting in the car and driving and parking and going through that. Actually, if you're inside the car and then suddenly you hear the airport announcement and they go bing bong, flight 246 going to wherever, inside the car, your next shot can be at the aeroplane because everybody knows what's happened. So the sound has told you what's going to happen, where you think you're going to be, and you can just go there. So no parking, no going in, no passports, just the bing bong, please board for flight 237, and then you can cut to them on the plane, and everybody knows what's happened. So that way, the sound just gets you wherever you want to go.
At last, when I asked Martin what's the best skill of editing, he used the example of how to edit sound in film. He said, "You should love it. It depends on your attitude."
So on a film that I edit, which can take a month to edit, 3 days are just sound. That's just sound. I close the door and everything's quiet, and then I just work on the sound and how do I want it to sound and what's the weather going to be and other footsteps and do I need the car doors and the screeching of tires, and you can play, and it can be like composing. It's the more you do, the fuller it gets, the richer it gets, and it can have a rhythm as well so that it can move the whole film along gently without anyone realizing it. It's very clever.